Hello and welcome back to Jordan's Books. I'm your host, Jordan. Today we are going to continue reading Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Today I will maybe finish reading Chapter 4, The Keeper of the Keys. I will start reading now. But at that moment, Hagrid leaped from the sofa and drew a battered pink umbrella from inside his coat. Pointing this at Uncle Vernon like a sword, he said, "I'm warning you, Dursley. I'm warning you. One more word." In danger of being speared on the end of an umbrella by a bearded giant, Uncle Vernon's courage failed again, and he flattened himself against the wall and fell silent. "That's better," said Hagrid, breathing heavily and sitting back down on the sofa, which this time sagged right down to the floor. Harry, meanwhile, still had questions to ask, hundreds of them. "But what happened to, you know who?" Good question, Harry. Disappeared. Vanished. Same night he tried to kill you. Makes you even more famous. That's the biggest mystery, see? Sorry, I had to scratch my nose. It's getting more and more powerful. Why'd he go? Some say he died. Swallop, in my opinion. Didn't know if he had enough human left in him to die. Some say he's still out there, biding his time, but I don't believe it. People who was on his side came back to ours. Some of them came out kind of trances. I don't reckon they could have done it if he was coming back. Miss reckon he's still out there somewhere, but lost his powers. Too weak to carry on. There's something about you finished them, Harry. There's something going on that night he ain't counting on. But I don't know what it was. No one does. There's something about you stumped him, alright? Alright. Oh, damn it. Say yeah. Hagrid looked back at Harry with warmth and respect blazing in his eyes. But Harry, instead of feeling pleased and proud, felt quite sure there had been a horrible mistake. A wizard? Him? How could he possibly be? He spent his life being clouted by Dudley and being bullied by Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon. If he was really a wizard, why hadn't they been turned into worry toads every time they tried to lock him in his cupboard? If he had once defeated the greatest sorcerer in the world, how come Dudley had always been able to kick him around like a football? "Hagrid," he said quietly, "I think you must have made a mistake. I don't think I can be a wizard." To his surprise, Hagrid chuckled. "Not a wizard, eh? Never made things happen when you're scared or angry?" Harry looked into the fire. Now he came to think about it. A very odd thing that had ever made his aunt and uncle furious with him had happened when Harry had been upset or angry, chased by Dudley's gang, or had somehow found himself out of their reach, dreading going to school with that ridiculous haircut. He'd managed to grow it back, and the last time that Dudley had hit him, hadn't he got his revenge, and without even realizing what he was doing it? Hadn't he set a boa constrictor on him? Harry looked back at Hagrid, smiling, and saw that Hagrid was positively beaming at him. "See?" said Hagrid. "Harry Potter, not a wizard. You wait. You'll be famous at Hogwarts." But Uncle Vernon wasn't going to give in without a fight. Haven't I told you he's not going? He hissed. He's going to Stonewall High, and he'll be grateful for it. I've read those letters, and he needs all sorts of rubbish. And spell books and wands, and if he wants to go, a great muggle like you won't stop him, growled Hagrid. Stop Lily and James Potter's son going to Hogwarts. You're mad. His knees been down ever since he was born. He's after the finest school of witchcraft and wizardry in the world. 7 years there and he won't know himself. He'll be with youngsters of his own sort for a change. And he'll be under the greatest headmaster Hogwarts ever had. Albus Dumbledore. I'm not paying for some crackpot old fool to teach him magic tricks, yelled Uncle Vernon. But he had finally gone too far. Hagrid seized his umbrella and whirled it over his head. Never! He thundered. Insult Albus Dumbledore in front of me! He brought the umbrella swishing down through the air to point at Dudley. There was a flash of violet light. It sounded like a firecracker, a sharp squeal, and the next second, Dudley was dancing on the spot with his hands clasped over his fat bottom, howling in pain. When he turned his back on them, Harry saw a curly pig's tail poking through a hole in his trousers. Uncle Vernon roared, pulling Aunt Petunia and Dudley into the other room. He cast one last terrified look at Hagrid and slammed the door behind them. Hagrid looked down at his umbrella and stroked his beard. Shouldn't have lost me temper, he said ruefully, but it didn't work anyway. Meant to turn him into a pig, but I suppose he was so much like a pig anyway, there wasn't much left to do. He cast a sideways look at Harry under his bushy eyebrows. Be grateful if you didn't mention that to anyone at Hogwarts, he said. I'm not supposed to do magic, strictly speaking. Yeah, I was allowed to do a bit and to follow you and get your letters to you and stuff. One of the reasons I was so keen to take on the job. Why aren't you supposed to do magic? Asked Harry. Oh, well, I was at Hogwarts myself, but I got expelled. To tell you the truth, I'm in my third year. They snapped me one, only half and everything. But Dumbledore let me stay on as gamekeeper. Great man, Dumbledore. Why were you expelled? It's getting late, and we've got lots to do tomorrow, said Hagrid loudly. Gotta get up to town. Get all your books and that. He took off his thick black coat and threw it to Harry. You can keep under that, he said. Don't mind if it wriggles a bit. I think I still got a couple of dormice in one of the pockets. And that is the end of Chapter 4, The Keep of the Keys. I will see you next time for Part 1, or the whole thing of Chapter 5, Diagon Alley. See you next time. Goodbye.